computer. There we go. And howdy ho, y'all. We are live, I think. Yummy. All American lung butter. Stick that on your French toast. So, the title of the stream pretty much says it all. But if you all didn't know, Houdini went and did something stupid. And, you know, he's a puppy. He's going to do it. He's going to do stupid shit. He's going to eat things that he ain't supposed to eat. And God knows I couldn't understand how he could stomach something like. But, well, I'll tell you what, I ain't slept in 3 fucking days, and poor dude looks about how I feel. Exhausted. So, I'm gonna have me a toke, kick back, relax, because I'm fucking tired. But we'll go over the emergency medical healthcare guidelines for patient name Houdini Price. History. Presenting complaint. Black tar-like diarrhea, ingested trout carcass, excessive drooling. Dog has been having black diarrhea for 2 days. Has also been lethargic, not eating, having excessive drooling, and vomiting. Had gotten into some raw trout at home a few days ago. I was using raw trout for fertilizer, which I am. It's the best fucking fertilizer. Nothing you can really do. So, is what it is. Hey, dude. Yeah, I'm about to burn one in just a second because you think he's got lethargy, son. I tell you something, what? I've been going at it 36 fucking hours. I'm tired. I am fucking tired. So, he used to weigh 40 to 41 kilogram, aka 80 pounds, 82 pounds, something like that, 87 pounds, really. Let me see here. Owner has been force feeding bone broth, electrolytes, and yogurt at home, which I got straight from the freaking veterinarian. That is probably the only reason he's still alive. Don't make no fucking sense to me, but whatever. He's a tough pup. Patient intake form. What is the reason for your visit today? Lethargy, black diarrhea, dry nose subsequent to suspected ingestion of trout use as fertilizer. Symptoms presented. Lethargy, black loose stool, dry nose. Allergies of sense or sensitivities, none known. Really not. He'll eat anything. I mean, the dog literally ate cat shit as a youngin', so I can't, whatever. Current medications, probiotics, in quotes. Yogurt. Let's be fair. Be fair to the individual who's been treating the damn dog since he got him and actually knows about the dog better than anybody who's ever had him. Yogurt and flea treatments. Current diet and favorite treats. Kibble, eggs, and broth. Missed one. Pig ears. He loves them pig ears, boy. I'm all good with him having them pig ears too, because it's not like he's going to get something from that pig ear that he is, that he, I'll just say it this way. You don't give a dog milk bones. Current medical issues. Now, I don't see how it's an issue having a nuts kind of attached to yourself, but if you won't call that a medical issue, brother, by all means, you go right ahead. Fuck. It says non-neutered as owners prefers. English. It's what we speak. All right, brother. Do good. We'll be around, Past medical issues. There isn't really any. Has your pet ever had a blood transfusion? Fuck no. Raised in Los Angeles, traveling home in Oregon. Vaccine status, current, lifestyle, in and out, active. Have you noticed any coughing? No. Wouldn't tell you yes, even if I had, but I didn't. So even then, I'm not lying. You notice any sneezing? No. You noticed any vomiting? Yes. Was the onset of his symptoms sudden or did it develop gradually? Gradual. Have you noticed any diarrhea? Yes. Have you noticed your pet drinking more than usual? Nope. Have you noticed a change in your pet's energy level? Well, I don't know. He went from being so fucking bouncy that it, my sister couldn't get within 10 feet of the dog to being like, motherfucker, if you touch me, I am going to shit on you. And that's about it. All right. Was the symptom sudden or did it develop gradually? Did you not fucking say that same thing earlier? Whatever. Have you noticed your pet has had a change in appetite? Duh. Was the onset of the symptoms sudden or did it develop gradually? Dude, you really need to ask this 3 fucking times. Why not just wait till the end and ask it at the end? Big brain, less paper, less ink, but whatever. I guess they pride themselves on being thorough. Exam findings. Weight in kilograms because they don't use freedom units. 34 kilograms. Pound weight, 110. Proper pound weight. Previous pound weight, 103.2 pounds. Reviewed weight, 32 kilograms. General attitude is depressed. Well, duh. I mean, let me put it this way. Let me shove some rotted fish down your throat, give you food poisoning, and then ask you how you feel the next day. Ain't gonna be too chipper. Well, whatever. His mouth was tacky. Of course, it's going to be tacky. He's dehydrated because the fact of the matter is he can't hold down food. So no matter how much water he drinks, he's going to be fucking dehydrated, even though I give him electrolytes. It's a reality of it. Cardiovascular, did not test. Respiratory, no dyspnea. Gastrointestinal, rectal tan orange diarrhea. Abdominal, empty GI tract. Musculoskeletal, able to walk slowly. Integument, dirty. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck what you think. All right, have you ever seen a dog what ain't dirty? Integument means the coat on their back. You ever seen a dog what ain't dirty? If you have, you saw a dog that come right out of a groomer's. I'm just gonna say it. Lymph nodes, mild lymphadenopathy, prescap and popliteal. Neurologic, weak neurologic. I'll do you one better because I actually know the fucking way that you go down this in order to get to that weak neurologic bullshit, okay? Response to his name. Response to outside stimuli. Will put up with things he normally won't. Was the other one? Follows orders on the second, not on the first. So that's how they come to that, by the way. It's not, you don't just, oh, well, you're fucking mentally insane. You can't do that with a dog. It doesn't work. Urogenital, not tested for. Pain score, 1 of 5. He's not sitting there screaming in pain. He's just not feeling good. Assessment, salmon poisoning disease. Discuss this disease and how serious it could be. Offered hospitalization, but they wish to take Houdini home. And again, I must reiterate, I'm a certified animal caretaker in the state of California with 30 years of experience in taking care of the canine species. Also have about 10 to 15 years of experience in taking care of exotic birds. Plan, outpatient treatment. Sent with patient. Doxycycline, 100 milligrams times 40. Give 2 tablets twice a day until used and gone. Drontal Plus. Give 1.5 tablets orally in 2 days. Fecal smear. 1 fluke egg found. 1. Not bunches of them. 1. This is why I teach him to keep out of my garden. Why I'm yelling and screaming at him, and people are telling me, "Oh, you can't be mean to your dog, dude." This is why I'm mean to my dog. Because if you're not mean to him, this happens a lot fucking more often. Anyways. Therapeutic plan. IV catheter, 500 cc's IVE, 500 cc's was Cerenia, 3.5 cc's of Cerenia, but 500 cc's of what was that? It's SQ. I'm trying to remember what it means. Soluble something. Can't remember. Soluble quinine, probably. Doxycycline to this that the other praziquantel, parental palmate, fevidental. .5 tablets is the quantity that I was granted to give to him. So says if Houdini cannot hold down water or the oral medication, he will need to be rechecked and possibly hospitalized, which means another $2,000 that I don't have. I already just spent $500 I don't have. Having a dog's expensive, y'all. Just a reality check for you if you didn't know. I want to point out to y'all, I'll break rocks in a motherfucking quarry, make sure my dog's all right. So that's no, never mind. I ain't worried about, debtor's prison or any of that bullshit. I'm more worried, is my dog gonna be here tomorrow? Because the reality is if he ain't here tomorrow, I could already tell you now, I'm gonna end up having to shoot somebody coming through my fucking door. People have been getting ballsy lately, and the only reason why they ain't fucked with my house is because they know, hey, there is a big motherfucking dog there. And he's not the nicest in the world. He's nice. He'll be nice to you as long as I'm around. Hell, he might growl at you if I'm around just because he's telling you, hey, dude, I don't know you. But he's nice as long as I'm around. That being said, if I ain't here and somebody marches their fucking happy ass in here, I've come here and I've seen pieces of clothing scattered around the yard and shit that were not mine, did not belong to anybody else who ever lived at this house. Just all of a sudden appeared in the yard. And whenever I went over to go and pick it up, Houdini growled at me like, no, motherfucker, that's mine. That's my trophy. You told me to take somebody out if they come into this house without your permission. I says, well, fine, that's yours. And I ain't going to be mad at my dog for doing it. And if somebody tells me, well, your dog attacked somebody, I'm going to tell them, well, then they shouldn't have fucking come in my backyard. There are warning signs on all fucking sides. My neighbors know better. So I'd like to know who the fuck came in my backyard and ended up getting fucking snatched up by my dog. Because he'll tell you right in a hurry that you ain't supposed to be here. So, I mean, I'm surprised. I took him to the vet. Vet tech went to go and stick the thermometer up his butt, and I says, you may not want to do that. It's not necessarily a smart idea. He is a war dog. He might turn around and snap at you, dude, and my shoulder's blown the fuck out. I may not be able to hold him. He says, well, can you try? I said, okay. Good luck, brother. I held him, and I could feel as Houdini was actually trying to get out of my arms. He wasn't struggling much, but he was struggling enough to let me know, dude, I am not fucking comfortable. The very fact that this dude is, that you're holding me here, it's the only reason this guy is still breathing. Okay. So now I got to put my shoulder back into place because, yeah, he's strong. Even when he's sick, he's strong. So he's a big dog. Popped my shoulder out of place, did all sorts of fucking stuff, but he knew he was in trouble. He knew he was needing help really desperately. And so he just kind of went along with it. You could see in his expression, he's like, I do not want to fucking be here. The only reason I'm doing this is because I know you're trying to help. That's it. I'm like, okay, dude. Of all the things, I put him into the kennel on to go to the veterinary clinic and whatnot. And I put him in. He laid down and whatnot, all groan and lay down sort of thing. Then he looked up at me and he just kind of did this sort of, I was like, whoa, that's new. I've never had him growl at me ever, except for one time when he was thinking he was still, big for his britches, and he let his balls drop and thought he'd take on old Papa Dog here. Papa Dog put him on his ass. We haven't had that argument since. It's just, he was not feeling good, and I says, okay, no, you're right. Not feeling good. I'm doing this to help you, dog. And he just kind of went along with it afterwards. It's like, I don't want to move. I don't want to do shit. Human, you are fucking pissing me off. Oh, I know. Quite well, I know. I'm going to go and end up trying to give him some meat here in a second. So y'all tag along for a sec. I want to do this before I go and toke it up. I don't want to be stupid and trying to handle him. So here he is. Here, buddy. Oh. Okay. I know. You got crusties on your lips, Bubba. Hey. Dr. Crusties. You get up for me? You want to get up for meatballs? Papa made a hoodoo meatballs. Yeah? Come on, buddy. I got you some meatballs. Ooh. Okay. Who? You gotta know by now, buddy. I love you more than life itself. Honest to God truth. I will literally go through the ringer for you, Bubba. Go. Meat. That's what's for dinner. Mein Hund. Du stands, mein Hund? For Papa? You do stands? Come on, Bubba. Look what I got for you. I'll get that sniffer going. I know I will. Come on. It's right there, okay? You got meat sitting there, buddy. Okay. You're going to be all right. When you got that strength, you get up, you go have some of that, okay? Oh! Ow. That sucks. Yeah, you're okay, Bubba. You got food right there. You got water right there, buddy. I'm not that far away. You know how to use that loud voice of yours. I'll be right here. I'll run over. I swear, Bubba. You're my boy. All right. Well, I'll leave him to his own devices. We'll see if he'll eat some at. But, yeah. If you are going to utilize fish in your garden, regardless of the fucking fish, because let's be clear, it's not just salmon. It's not just trout. In fact, I got this straight from the veterinarian. It can happen with trout. It can happen with salmon. It can happen with any kind of fish, really. You catch it in fresh water and it's a wild caught fish, you can almost guarantee it's going to have this problem. So you got to cook it before you can give it to your dog. And that's here on the West Coast, specifically south of British Columbia. It's all the way up to fucking Washington, all the way down to Southern California. You catch a fish, don't feed it to your dog. Don't let your dog get a hold of it. There's a reason. And the reason is 10 minutes ago, go back, look it up. Me sitting there telling you your dog will get deathly ill. So there's that. So anyways, I am fucking exhaustified. So I am going to kick back. Come on, fucker, sit there. Thank you. I am going to kick back. Have me a toke and relax. If I cannot get Houdini eating within the next this is how fucking tired I am. Within the next 2 days, if he's not eating and holding down food, he goes right back to the hospital. No fans or buts. I'm so fucking tired, man. I'm sitting here. I can't sleep. That's how fucking tired I am. I have been awake for 36 fucking hours straight and have not slept. Sleep? What's that? Oh, you mean that thing that Marines never do? That thing that Minutemen hardly ever do? And when they do, motherfucker, God help you if you wake that poor bastard, because he ain't gotten to sleep for fucking possibly a week. Your best bet is to stay the fuck out of that dude's way. Yeah, I am fucking tired. Holy shit. I am tired. Who the fuck is my phone? Really? What the hell? Okay, I'm going out to the truck to go find it. Fuck me, I'm tired. Hey, William, good to see you, brother. Good to see everybody, honest to God. I will be right back. Don't y'all go nowheres. I'm literally just walking to the truck and back. I will be back minute and a half tops. Oh. You've gotten on my nerves to the point where I am going fucking apeshit. Holy fuck. Fair warning, if I fall asleep up here on the panel, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Bird, you sound like somebody is choking a goblin. What happened? Oh, you want the straw. I see. Okay, it's official. I need fucking sleep. I'm hallucinating. Well, not quite hallucinating, but you know what I mean. The trees are reaching out towards me. I'm fucking tired. 36 hours without sleep and around 16 hours without coffee. So, fuck the world. I'm tired. I'm so tired, I'm dizzy. You ever been like that? So tired, you're fucking dizzy. Three fucking days. So not 36 hours. You see how what I'm saying about that being fuzzy and shit? I've been awake for fucking not 36 hours. No. 72. Well, yeah, 72 hours. Fuck. I had to look at the fucking clock. I'm so fucking tired. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I drove from here to Hillsboro this morning. I'm still not sure how I made it there alive. All I know is that I'm on a downward spiral here. And I can't do this all by myself. I'm trying, don't get me wrong. I'm going to do whatever it takes, but I am this fucking close to having a heart attack right now. I got a migraine like a motherfucker. My heart is pounding and hear it in my ears and shit. Yeah, I'm fucking tired. I have hypertension, yeah. Extremely fluctuating blood pressure. So it'll drop down to the really low blood pressure, and then it'll shoot really high. And I'm back and forth all the time. So whenever I go in to have, if I can do the whatchamacallit test, though, the blood pressure test, I've got it in the back of my mind, something that my doctor taught me to do, which was the wrong fucking thing to do. And if you're ever at a doctor's office, do not fucking do this shit when they're taking your blood pressure. The 10 minutes where I'm sitting there waiting for the doctor, I do Zen breathing. And yeah, it'll fuck off your results. Yeah. And as you get older, it'll do that to you, but pardon me. Oh, the serotonin inhibitor. Believe it or don't, it does work fucking wonders. It can make it so that you can sleep when you would normally be able to sleep. I'm gonna end up having to pretty soon here. I can't take care of Houdini or drive if I'm out of it. And I already told my sister that I may have her come up and get Houdini, take him to the vet clinic because I am not okay to drive at this point. I'm done. I cannot turn the fucking keys over one time. I am so tired that I feel as drunk as I normally do after having about 2 beers. Not saying some shit. I've had hypertensive, what do they call it? Hypertensive bipolar blood pressure since I was about 5 years old. If you could do yourself a favor, if you got grandkids, you got nephews, nieces, whatever, and a doctor says, or a teacher says, well, your kid needs Ritalin, you tell them to go fuck themselves, and you're finding a new doctor or you're finding a new school, because it's plain and simple. That's what caused my hypertension. Yeah, I actually won't take blood pressure meds because they told me that I could not drive if I was taking medications for my high blood pressure. So I says to him, well, then fuck it. I'm just going to end up one day having a stroke and stroking out off the fucking side of a cliff. I don't fucking care. You're not taking away my ability to drive, to ride a motorcycle, to fucking live my life. It's not happening. That'll cause me worse fucking hypertension. Just the thought of it makes me fucking nutty. So, yeah, I don't take anything. Matter of fact, if I'm really uptight and I have a fucking heart attack, I take an aspirin, and that's it. If I'm lucky enough to make it to an emergency room, they might turn around and fill me full of fucking potassium and all sorts of shit like that. But if not, I'll take an aspirin, and once my heart's back to beating regular, I will go down to the local grocery store, wherever, and go buy me a banana. Just because that's what you lose when you have a heart attack. And it's almost fucking instantaneous. The moment that you have an actual myocardial infarction, your body flushes potassium all the way around. And you can go into what's called potassium shock. And it's from not having enough potassium or having too much. You go into potassium shock. Well, my body, if I don't do things in a specific method and manner, and I'm like really on point with it, like last year around my birthday, I had a heart attack, and I'll tell you about exactly how it went. I woke up, had a cup of coffee, saw the fucking news, then my arm started going numb. And then my other arm went numb. And then my hands started curling up, and my chest got really tight and started pulling my arms inwards. And so I got locked up like this and couldn't move. And so I ended up fucking literally looking like a dying T-Rex, screaming at the top of my lungs, you know, face all sagging and shit, my fucking eye doing this fucking weird shit where it rolls up in my head and the other one's kind of like looking off this direction. And had a serious pain up underneath my armpit. And one of my feet in my boot curled up so far that I couldn't get my boot off for an hour. And I mean, an hour after going down and getting the banana at the store. So, you know, I'm not lying, man. I'm all fucked up. But yeah, that was an interesting day having a heart attack. I'm just glad that, you know, Houdini's going to live. That's really all I give a fuck about at this point. Government can go fuck themselves. You know, send me a fucking picture. I don't care. I'm just so physically fucking drained right now. I can't even fall asleep. I can't shut my eyes for longer than a half second. And my dog, he's finally sleeping without twitching like crazy or getting all stiff and unable to lift his head and not moving and shit like that. So, you know, if you notice, he was able to curl his head down inside of his little bed thing that I made for him. He couldn't do that this morning when I woke up. I woke up this morning and he had his head hanging off the side of it like he was when he was looking at me and through the door. And I walked over to him and he kind of just looked at me out the side of his eye. He didn't even move his head. So he's looking at me out the side of his eye. And I says, all right, well, let me see you lift your head up. I said, come on, lift your head up. And I went down and I helped him lift his head up, and he wasn't fighting me, but I could feel the stiffness in his neck muscles. Just that was the kind of fight that it was. It wasn't like he was fighting me. He was just, I can't lift my head. So I said, all right, come on, let's go. Got to go to the hospital. Let's get her done. I got everything up in the truck. I got his stuff set up in the truck. I came back in. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's get in the truck. He's like, oh, fuck that shit. So I walked in and I grabbed his harness. And I walked back over and I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's get in the truck. And then he still didn't move. So I walked out to the truck, put his harness in the truck, like, all right, fine. I've got to lift him. I got to carry him out there. I got to do the whole 9 yards. And I'm fucking exhausted at this point. I'm literally running on adrenaline and fucking pure hatred, you know? So I come back, I get down next to him. I'm like, come on, buddy, let's go. Let's go to the vet. Let's go get you help. And I go to pick him up, and I start picking him up, and he starts to move just ever so slightly, and then suddenly his paws come out from underneath him and just like shoot out. And he comes up on all fours like a fucking bee done flown up his ass. And he ran out the house and around towards the gate. Like, I guess it was taking him a second to catch it. It's like, oh, wait, no, we're going to go get this taken care of and get better. So he jumped up and ran out there. Well, I say ran is relative. he kind of moseyed out there. He went and he got himself a drink of water, and then he walked very carefully to the truck. And then I went to say, okay, well, if you can stand, you can walk. Can you get in the truck? And he went to go and make the jump, and he went, no, fuck this. Can you get me up? Can you lift me up, dude? And I'm like, okay, come here. So I put my arms around him, and I picked him up, and just picked him up slow and steady, and put his forepaws on the front of the truck, and I held his ass as I let him in. And he just kind of just went, okay, let's fucking go, man. Walked into the kennel, turned around, plopped his ass down, laid down, fucking just put his head down. I was like, okay. Okay, let's go. Like, okay, let's go. So I went and I got him to bring his head inside of the kennel, and I closed the kennel door, closed up the truck, started the truck. We drove away like, lickety split. I wasn't waiting around for bullshit or for the truck to warm up. And I drove 30 fucking minutes straight to the veterinary clinic. I got there, I got out, I walked around, got the dog out, walked him to the front door, and my sister met me there, and my the veterinary technician, the guy who basically knows just as much as I do about animals in general, comes, walks up to the door. He's like, okay, so this is it. You said that the symptoms are this, and this. It sounds like this. We're going to go, the doctor's going to have you come in. We're going to do a full assessment. You're going to get a sample, this, that, and the other. You're going to do this, that, and the other. Then everything will be fine. I'm just sitting there like, yes, sir. So we got him in. He went in. He got an IV. He got all sorts of medications and this, that, and the other. Got him standing tall, sort of, saline quinine mix and something else. And yeah, just giving him what he needed in order to get strong again, strong enough anyways to be able to do things. And he was able to walk from the truck back to in here with no problems. He had enough pep in his step to walk around a little bit. So not walking slow as an old grandpa no more, but still slower than you normally would. Like, yeah, I'm fucking tired, dude, but I feel a little better. I got to do an electrolyte push here pretty soon, and go shoot some electrolytes into his mouth so he'll go drink water. Whatever the case may be, if he'll actually go and get food, if he'll eat the meat that I left for him, then that's all the better. Because then I don't have to fight so hard to give him, I don't have to give him electrolytes really. I could just, let him go on the meat and a couple of other things. Maybe an electrolyte push every now and then, but we're going to keep going until it becomes a situation where he's going to have the drugs intravenously, or he's going to take another sweep downhill. So I made him some beef, ground beef meatballs. Of course, just the fat that's on the outside of the meat, not the fat that's in the pan. I'm not doing all that because it needs to be bland-ish. One of the things about dealing with the medical profession, as I've found out for my own experience, is that regardless of your nausea, bland food is a morale killer, and morale is what heals people, what heals an individual when they're sick. Morale is way up there. More so than the drugs, more so than the fucking anything else. Morale is everything when it comes to healing. So, treating the symptoms, whatever, morale. Because as long as the individual is happy and knows that they are loved and they are being cared for, and that somebody is there and wants to be there and wants to help them, they see a reason to continue to live. Morale is the big fucking factor. Drugs, that's great. They're necessary for certain applications. Electrolytes, real fucking food. I cannot tell you how many times I have signed myself AMA because I heal faster when I eat real food than when I eat the shit at the fucking hospital. I'm going to tell you true and honest right now. My last heart attack, my first heart attack, I'll put it that way, my first heart attack. I literally called my mom and said, I need a ride home. And if you wouldn't mind, I need to get something to eat. Well, she asked me, well, didn't they feed you at the hospital? I said, yeah, but I'm sorry, Jello and a flat meat sandwich with no mayo, no mustard, no pickles, no relish, no nothing of a condiment, no ketchup, no freaking salt, no pepper, meat, and pasteurized cheese product. And I'm talking about the thinnest fucking piece of meat I have ever seen. I held that motherfucker up to the light and I could see the doctor's profile through the fucking piece of meat. And I says to the doctor, y'all just saved my life from having a heart attack and now you won't kill me? Doctor cracked a grin and he's just like, no, that ain't what we ain't trying to kill you, man. It's just, it's not really lunchtime, but we knew that you'd be hungry when you woke up, so like, it's all right, man. I don't want any. Thank you. So I went to go and eat with my mom and, fucking Jack in the Box or whatever. It's just a matter of real food makes a difference. And I'm not talking comfort food. It doesn't need to be comfort food. But it needs to be something that your body recognizes as real. I don't give a fuck less about what your palate recognizes. Your body has to recognize it as real food. I don't know about you, but Hot Wheels tracks have never come out the other end of me except as one big hard fucking blob. And that tells me that that's not food. That is the essence of food. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say about that. So I says, real food is going to make a difference. That's why I left him just the thinnest layer of fat on the outside of the meat in order to entice the palate because it'll increase morale. All right. Trust me, I know it's on the level of you're taking risks again, Blaine. Well, no risk, no reward. I ain't got my daddy no more. Ain't a whole lot of my family want to stick around me because I'm a mean son of a bitch, and I know it. But I'm my dog. And by God or by thunder, I'm going to do everything in my motherfucking power to help my dog. So anyways, health. Fucking important. And yeah, if you didn't know before, I'll tell you now, I am fucking tired as it gets. I'm not drunk. I'm actually really fucking tired. So, motherfuckers, I am going to jump off here, catch you all on the flip side of it all. This has been Yo Guardsman coming to you with an educational point in life. And yo, motherfuckers, I am out.